Hello, welcome to Live Chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Don't I always? Hi, I'm Janita. I live in Southern California. It is 7:51 a.m. in the morning. Looks like it's about to pour down raining. I'm not too sure. But first let me say most of everything I say on here is alleged because sometimes or most of the time I might quote something wrong, tell you the wrong information, get stuff out of context, share stuff that I didn't thoroughly research or whatever. So it's allege. Okay, let's get that straight. Welcome, visitors, guests, content creators, passy-bys, looky-loos, stop by, behave trolleys. Remember, this is Miss Janita. Please give me some courtesy support by hitting the like button, subscribing. Please, I'm on here trying to increase my watch time and grow the channel. If you don't mind, please support me, give me that courtesy support and help me grow this channel and increase my view time. I would very much appreciate it. Thank you. Let's get started. Hold on, let me think about this. I'm checking something out, so hold on, y'all. Okay, guys, how's everyone doing? Hope all of you guys are good. Oh, I don't know, I'm having a moment here. My eyes got to adjust in these glasses. I'm only gonna be on here for a little bit. I got up not too long ago. I got to go prep my chicken because I told you guys yesterday. Yeah, thank God, the Most High blessed me to live another day. Woke up this morning ready to begin another fabulous day. And I told y'all yesterday that I am going to be grilling some chicken and vegetables. Yeah, I am grilling chicken and vegetables. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But I want to tell y'all about a video I seen, and it's on YouTube because y'all know I'll be watching that on my TV. So guess what I saw? It's this lady. Her name I believe is. Now remember, I said what I say is alleged because I might get it wrong. I seen this lady. Her name. She was in this city council meeting with some other council members and the governor. The governor wanted to veto a bill that was to allow uh, um, the illegal immigrants from being arrested. But the rest of the city council members said they disagree. They want the bill to pass so that the ICE people can do their job and start, rounding up these illegal immigrants, illegal criminals, and get them out the country. So one of the council people came and said why she was voting for the bill because she want them to be arrested and taken out of the country because they're not here legally, or and they could be a criminal. So this lady, her name is Carla Cunningham, if I'm not mistaken. Carla Cunningham got up there and told the TRUE, she said that if these people come over here and expect not to adapt and assimilate, I believe it was, adapt to conform to America. Y'all see what happening. Like I told y'all, all on the applications in here in this state, Southern California, they got talking about you need to be bilingual. Thank you for those beautiful hearts. I love it. Talking about you need to be bilingual and changing the rules of this country to make it what they want to be. And Carla Cunningham, she told them like it T.I. was. She said, if they coming over here and don't want to adapt and abide by rules and laws and regulations, they need to be rounded up and deported and go to jail or whatever their case may be. Because these folks coming over here thinking that they going to change what America is over here, change it to their language. Like so many of them don't speak English, and in the doggone on the applications, they always want you to be bilingual, or they not gonna hire you if you ain't bilingual. Just because these folks come over here don't speak English, you got to speak what they speaking. That's why I told y'all already about this going on. Why Americans got to speak their language? You coming over here, you need to adapt and conform to Americanism, not from your foreign country and think we supposed to be what you are. So that's what Carla Cunningham, she was telling a T.I. truth. And it was beautiful. She just said, these people coming over here claiming they made the country off of their back. They are liars, and they need to do get a history lesson because they ain't built nothing off their backs. They always coming over here talking about, now this ain't no no rant or no racist rant or none of the above. This is me telling y'all what's going on social media, how people are feeling and how people can see what the heck going on. All these folks over here all in the street, every corner is a taco truck, and then you hear the Mexicans crying and complaining, talking about why they just coming after us? Because y'all would look like the ones coming over the border illegally. It's in droves. I know a lot of people seen the caravans of Mexican-looking people, just just thousands of them walking to come to the border. And when Biden and Kamala was in charge, they just come on up in here. just coming on over here. It's just they everywhere, and it's too many. It's all right to have people of different races and cultures, fine. But when you get to the point where they coming illegally and then trying to make the country what they want it to be, like you see when they had a protest, they waving their country flag and stuff, and some of them ain't even been to their damn country. The ones they call the anchor babies, they don't even know what the heck they country about. Cause I seen a Mexican man, he was talking about that. They don't know nothing about Mexico. They just been living over here in America. They call them anchor babies, and they supposed to be conforming to America, but they speaking Spanish. I told y'all about them little kids in school. Them little kids don't even speak English. Go figure. What are all the teachers Mexicans now? I'm not. This may sound offensive to some people, but it's the truth. How else can I say it? How else can anybody else say it? If all you see is one race of a people, it's so minty that that's all you see in the school district out here where I'm at. And the kids don't even speak English. They're speaking Spanish. Like, what kind of school system is that? What is going how are the children that's not speaking Spanish, that's overwhelmed with the ones that speak Spanish, being taught in school if the teacher is like the kids that don't speak English? So how the other kids gonna doggone learn if they don't know Spanish? And this is America. It's crazy. So Carla Cunningham, she was saying that. Like, how these people gonna come over here and have the nerve to think America supposed to be what they want it to be and don't abide by it. They ain't abiding by a rule, a regulation, a law of any kind. I told you they got people selling stuff all on public streets anytime, every day, 24/7. Taco trucks lined up. It's just their culture is everywhere, everywhere. How somebody gonna make some money? Where the American people at? You barely, like I'm talking about relics. This is not me having nothing against a different race or culture, but it's the fact that all these folks came over here illegally, and the ones here illegally, those are the ones doing the most. Having these government officials supposed to be helping Americans, they helping those illegal people over here. You see, they don't speak English, and then they trying to change regulations and laws to benefit them instead of making them learn, you know, you got to do this the right way, come in here the right way. But no, some of these government officials, I told you, they hooking and crooking and getting what they say, paid under the table. Now I already told y'all this stuff is alleged, but yeah, you go check up Carla Cunningham. She said it exactly how it is. These people come over here, don't want to conform to America, to be Americans. They want to act like this. They making it a whole nother country. It's just so many of them. It is like Mexico. It is. Like, dang, like it's crazy. It is crazy. Then I seen a video where they had what? The mayor had her butt out there getting closing down homeless camps. They say they supposed to go to hotels and give them somewhere to stay, but why they didn't do that before? I know Trump passed a law and said you got to get them off the street and take them to the doctor, to the hospitals, or to put them somewhere. And now it looked like it was a lot of black people in those homeless camps, and they was concerned because they were saying they say they're gonna give us a hotel, but they might not. So you see what I'm saying? They help the illegal ones, like they talking about the people that don't want to come out of the house because they are illegal and fearing that ICE gonna get them. ICE need to get them because you the ones that ain't supposed to be over here that's not following the rules and regulations. And that doggone mayor, she's so concerned. She need to take her butt to Mexico and run for office out there because she love helping illegal stuff. I don't know what's these people's out of their doggone mind. Now they try to make it in some cities and states, they make it difficult for ICE to do their job. ICE doing as best they can. It's so many of them. ICE is having a hell of a time trying to deal with these folks. I seen a video the other day. It was droves of them coming out of this. Was it a restaurant? Yeah, I believe it was a restaurant. Every single one illegal. ICE came and did their job in that restaurant, had them all shackled from the ankle to the wrist. All of them walking like in a line like there was a chain a gang or something. It was crazy. But that's what happened. That's what happened. About 9, 10 of them coming out of the restaurant, illegal. The Asians, whatever the heck they race is, they had a grocery store full of them too, shopping. I mean, working in in an Asian market, and none of them supposed to be over here. It's all over America, all because of the Democrat Party allowing not knowing how to close the border. But Trump got his people in there, closed the border, and he got all the money he need, all the money he need to get things, taken care of. He gonna be hiring more ICE agents. They need to come back out here to LA because it is overwhelmed. And that Karen Mayer woman, I know she reloading them folks' cars. Talking about they got some people that care about people loading the money on them cars. How is this working? How the money get on there? I mean, what system are they going through in order for this money to get on these folks' illegal aliens, illegal criminal cars? What system they going through? Are they going through the government system or what? Something is actually going on here. I welcome all of you guys to the live. If I don't respond, it's because I said I'm not responding because some of these folks in here is might be illegals too over here harassing and bullying me, and they get offended by simply people telling the truth or what facts. Well, facts. These facts. You folks come over here and try to change America, change the language. That's why on most of the applications talking about be bilingual or you can't get the job. So you know who get the job. That's why I said, well, dang, and you go to the hospitals, all the same race. Where are any other people? Why? Look at what's going on, you people. Y'all don't see what's going on? It got so bad, it's bad. And I'm glad ICE is doing the job. I am glad Trump. Then I seen a video where this Mexican woman crying, talking about, I voted for Trump because I thought he was going to deport the other people, not me. She looked insane, talking about she thought they were going to come after her, and not after her, but other folks like me that look like me. And deport them, us. But no. Now she crying and boo-hooing. Now you see all the Mexican people, they all voted for Trump because I don't know what the Mexican people thought. I don't know what the hell they thought that they was, I don't know, what, maybe they thought they were like them people. I don't know. But they effed around and found out, no, you're not. You don't speak English. You begging for jobs at the Home Depot, which is true. That's what you doing. You begging for work. It's no other way to say it. What else you doing standing out there? You propositioning yourself like the women on Figaro. You're standing at the Home Depot trying to get somebody to hire you, and you begging for work, and those people fit the description of somebody here illegally. Because I'm gonna tell y'all, they do have companies that you can go to that hire day workers. You It's some kind of labor. It's a labor. I'm sure they know about it, but the ones that know they're legal, they don't go to those places, because some of them maybe don't have the fake IDs or whatever they need to get that job. So they hang around at the Home Depots and the Lowe's and whatever else they can hang out and beg for jobs. Somebody will pick them up. But that is something I would never do because I don't know these people. How I'm allow these people to come to my home? You could be wanting to do some harm or something, and I'm supposed to hire you. Yeah, if it's cool if it's a big outdoor place and lots of people, witnesses around, but I'm not going to come pick you up and take you to the privacy of my home. They had a man on a video the other day talking about he was trying to get this woman in a disrespectful way. He tried to do something wrong to her, and she had to hide in the bathroom and stuff. These folks, oh my goodness, my leg is went to sleep. But these folks It's just ridiculous. But Carla Cunningham, she was telling the truth, and and she had all the words for it. I mean, she articulated the heck out of what the heck is really going on. These folks didn't come over here, taking over, and Trump seen it. And Trump, he doing a good job with the ICE people because they got all the money. He got everybody on Trump, got everybody his people on his side, and he got all the money to do whatever he need to get done. And Tom, he gonna do his job. He gonna do his job, and he gonna flood these cities, these so-called sanctuary cities. And the hell with these people that talking about they scared to come out. You need to be scared because you have ruined this country with all this want things to be like you want it from where you came from, living like you won't flush the toilet. You're scared of the plumbing. I don't know why that is. This is facts. These are facts. This is not me just being mean and nasty and evil and talking about folks. These are facts. I told y'all, as a custodian, I seen the little children. They will not flush. They scared of the toilet. They say they scared of the plumbing. So where they come from, I guess they don't have plumbing or something. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you come to America, the plumbing works. Things work in America. So they don't want to conform because if you don't use the toilet and stuff, that means that you living like in conditions like you live in your country. And that ain't shouldn't be going on here. That's unsanitary. That's germs. That's how people get sick and stuff. So all this is still going on. And these people, like Carla Cunningham said, coming over here and trying to turn America into something else. Now, shoot, if you ask me, it's begun. They on every corner thinking everybody. Well, so many of them, I guess, they sell the tacos and the burritos and everything to all these folks because it's more of them, and I guess that's what they gonna eat. Then they had the nerve to get mad because they sit their trucks on a private property, like by a grocery store, and then get mad if ICE come and run them off. Then they want to boycott the grocery store like they supposed to protect them. That's the thing. They think American companies supposed to protect them like the mayor doing. They love her. If anything go down, they think, oh, we breaking the law. We ain't following the rules, but we don't want y'all attacking us behind it. And they get mad when you following the law, but they don't want to follow the law. They not following the laws. They doing what they want to do. And some of these city officials, they not even abiding by their legal duty to stop this from going on. It's laws and rules and regulations, and these government officials not even doing what they were hired and getting paid to do. They let all these illegal activities continue on. This is crazy. Let him come. He already come. Use. You don't have much sense because if you think nothing been going on with people that look like me, you need to do your history lesson, okay? Because what you saying is irrelevant, and I'm about to get you off of here because you just don't make no sense. But anyway, you're gonna be off here anyway. I'm not even worried about it. But yep, let ICE come in full force. Let ICE come in tanks, in doggone trucks by the truckload and come and get these people up out of here. Because it is highly, highly disrespectful the way they doing. And these city officials, these government officials, they need to be gone too. Y'all need to go back where y'all came from and take these no good government folks that want to abide by y'all goings on. They need to go right up out of this country with y'all, especially that mayor in Chicago. And the mayor, especially that's out here in the governor, all of them need to go right back out of this country with y'all. Take y'all burrito trucks, your taco trucks, your enchilada trucks. And I don't care if you think this sound a certain way, but that is factual what's on the street. Taco, burritos, enchilada trucks. What? What? Every day it's a swamp meet on the street. Every day it's a yard sale on the street. Them ain't the rules out here. That ain't how this supposed to go. It ain't. And every where you go, they want you. Some grocery stores, they got everything in Spanish. How the heck I'm supposed to shop? This America. You supposed to learn and see what America's grocery ads saying. I'm not supposed to learn and see what your country culture is and all that. This America. You supposed to know English. I'm not supposed to know what you saying. This is ridiculous. You supposed to learn how to speak English. True facts. You supposed to learn to conform to the country that you in, not us conform to what your country you came from. And that's exactly what Carla was saying. Carla Cunningham, she was telling the truth. And that just made, that's just, it is exactly what's going on. I go out, I can I barely see anybody look like me. I barely. Then they always talking about how they working so hard and doing this and doing that, like nobody else doing nothing. Yeah, if some of these people only hiring you, what you expect? You're cheap labor. You're working for pennies on a dollar. How you expect American people to get work if some Americans loving not paying you anything to get the job done? What do you think? What do you think? I don't trust none of this mess going on. This mess is crazy. It is crazy. Got all these illegals crying in the video, help me, help me. But they hate it when the law is doing the law because they breaking the law. They can't stand the law. Karen can't, the woman, the mayor in LA can't stand doing abiding by the law. Who hired this woman to break the laws? Money is ruling everything out here. People sick and tired of it. Now I know other stuff going on, but this is bigger than everything else. Cause the country is all upside down with these folks. Breaking laws every single day and then crying when ICE get to them. I hope ICE get to all these illegal aliens, illegal criminals, like the lion man said they call them illegal criminals, because it's the law. You came over here without doing the proper thing, you are a criminal. Day one until living over here with fake identity, fake paperwork and everything. Some of y'all dye your hair blind trying to transform into a different race. But as soon as you open your mouth, that gonna tell the truth exactly. And you can still see. You can still see by the freaking eyes. By the freaking eyes. Most folks with blonde hair got blue eyes. Unless you putting some contact in your eyes. They trying to just hide their identity so they can fit in, so to speak. And that's what they voted for, to fit in, and found out. They F around and found out that it did not matter. Trump told you to your face that he was getting rid of you, and you out there singing you gonna vote for Trump and loving Trump, and he telling you to your face. Some of y'all is ignorant as I don't know what. Ignorant. And couldn't even, that's what the problem is. If you don't learn English, you don't know what an English person said. Apparently that's the case. Y'all couldn't understand English that well, and you thought Trump was saying welcome, welcome. In actuality, now you see what Trump's saying. And I do enjoy ICE doing their job, getting these illegal aliens, illegal criminals up out here, law breaking, regulation breaking, rule breakers every single day. They around here now breaking laws again, and these city officials ain't doing nothing. Here's your cut. I believe so, cause they supposed to uphold the law, and these folks ain't upholding nothing about these illegals. Talking about it's leave them alone. Why? Cause they giving you a cut. Apparently, it's so bad that some of these government officials are talking about they are um It is so bad with all these illegals out here that these government officials, they say in their statements that these folks is the backbone of America. Would you think if you allowing them to break all the rules and laws and regulations to do their business the way they do it in their country, what do you think? What do you think? That you didn't got rid of all you stop Americans from doing their job or getting a job or having a job. You're firing all Americans so that you can put all these illegal in their place, and then they discriminating at all high and mighty and proud and all this mess going on, thinking they the stuff and disrespecting and disregarding everybody else. Come on. This is ICE come out here in full force. Cause as long as they get out the way, the streets can be cleaned up. Get all these illegal activities going on, all these vendors, it's laws. It's laws that they break every single day and get mad that folks that want to abide by the laws and rules and regulations, and then you got government officials that hate on officials that want to do what need to be done. Now I'm glad that Carla Cunningham woman, she disapproved of that law that Governor woman wanted to pass so that they don't mess with the illegal aliens and the illegal criminals. See, they get a cut, or they got somebody working in their home cleaning and cooking. Some of these people, I don't, it's just a mess. It's a mess out here. It is a TI mess in this country. And I'm glad somebody is doing something about it. I'm glad. Get offended if you want, but these is facts. If you come over here the wrong way and staying here wrong, you know you ain't supposed to be here. You didn't fake documents. You need to be deported or put in or in jail. It's a bunch of stuff going on that don't need to be going on out here. White and black people, we got our own problem, but this is totally irregular. This ain't supposed to be happening. This is not supposed to be happening. All these illegal folks then come over here and change things in America. Don't nobody want it. Just because you make Mexican food, don't mean people want to eat Mexican food every day. Yeah, they got all these food trucks and illegal food stands on the corner. It's only to serve their people, because I know everybody. I don't eat from the street like that. That's unsanitary. Where is the freaking, like I say, where's the health department? You go have food at a certain temperature and it's sitting out there in that hot sun, and you talking about you using a little cooler. What is you washing your hands with? Unsanitary. Your culture. You don't even like the plumbing. How you want me to eat something on the street from you if you don't even like the plumbing? So if y'all don't know, y'all need to do y'all research. I'm telling you, as a custodian, you will see these kind of things, how people do. Not the school that I was working at had nothing but Mexican children. They didn't, they scared of the plumbing. The paper, the tissue paper, all stacked, piled up. Every day, piled up. I'm still telling them, flush it. No, they scared of the plumbing. They've been taught that as young children, and adults do the same thing. It's crazy. It's crazy. In America, you know how you live in America. We got fresh water. Our plumbing work. This, we got that. People coming over here bringing their rules, like how they culture, how they live in their own country. That's not what America is about. It's not for you to come over here and breed and try to change everything, breaking laws and rules and regulations every day. And then you got city officials that are allowed to go on, because there's so many of them. They didn't push everybody else out. Don't even see what's happening before their eyes. They're going to push you out next. Then you going to be crying. And they discriminate too. Once they all get up in there, speaking their language, doing their culture, they think different. They understand different. They don't know English like that. Their language backwards. That's how it is. They understand differently. You want that? Heck no! They got to learn the American way, English and everything. And then you need to come over here in a legal way. Now I see what Tom's saying. Tom gonna get you. Tom gonna get you. Not Miss Janita. Tom coming after you. Lion coming after you. That head man in charge, I forgot his name. He coming after you. And they coming by the truckload. They trying to clean this mess up. Now they didn't stop all them droves of people coming through the border. They still got more work to do. But now let y'all run, and I'm sure they got plenty of shackles, because they shackling these people. They know these people gonna try and run and get away, so they put them shackles on their ankle. They shackle them down. Y'all ain't getting away from nothing. But yeah, I seen that video and I was like, that's exactly what's going on. I think I even mentioned that. I already talked about the language and all that stuff. You gonna make me American, been here for years, gonna try and say I got to change to and adapt to their way of life. Oh hell no. I'm so happy ICE is here. I'm so happy ICE is here. Come on, ICE. I want ICE to I want Trump to have it like ICE having a parade. There's so many of them. Then they just cleaning up the street. Clean up the street. Take care of get these people out the way. Get all them trucks, all them food stands, all that unsanitary stuff off the street. Clean the streets up. And all the benefits. I'm glad Trump stopped all that illegal activity, giving all these illegal people all the benefits, the Section 8, all the food stamps, all the cash aid, all these extra programs that nobody else is getting but these illegals, criminals, and illegal aliens. It's sad. It's sad. And all of this went on. It just, it's just, it's just so bad what's going on. You didn't really, well, shoot, it just, I don't know, people just really waking up. They seeing it's just so overwhelming with all of these folks. It's just overwhelming. You can have so many, but dang, when it's just overwhelming. And I'm glad ICE is collecting them. Some of them are self-deporting. Some of them, Trump offered them $1,000 to get out. And that gnome lady, I hope she come back on and do some more stricter stuff and forget these doggone breaking law government officials abiding by the the rules of these foreigners and doing what they want. It's crazy. And folks, anyway, I had to say all that because I seen that video and that woman didn't know the Carla Cunningham. She telling the truth. Folks come over here claiming they built the country, they did it all, and they hard work getting us by. Without them, we couldn't make it. We didn't have you back. We didn't, you wasn't here before. How do you think people was making it without your help? Don't you just hate when people claim that it's all because of them? They don't know a bit of history. And the anti and shoot, the black and the white people, we already know our history as what went on. But these other folks coming over here claiming this and claiming that, they're liars. They just over here breaking laws and rules and regulations. You got government officials that's allowing it. And then in their statements, like I said, they even say these illegal immigrants are the backbone of the country. Yeah, because you done hired all these folks and allowed them to break so many laws and regulations and rules, and then you put them in positions of power so they can keep breaking laws. It was a video I seen the other day. This Mexican man threatened this it was a black guy. They was on the same council together. And the black guy, he was saying, how did your wife can't even speak English go from one job to making what? uh, I forgot if it was $35 an hour or $50 an hour or something. And he said, your wife can't even speak English. How she go from one job and got this good, really good job? And the Mexican man got so angry with the other guy. He threatened him and he had a weapon. He was trying to assault the man because he brung it up. He said, how your wife get in that position? That's what I say. Yeah, they send that money back home. That's what Trump said. He gonna come up with a law. I don't know how they're gonna work to prevent them from making American dollars and sending it back to their country. Cause some of them will tell you they don't care for America. They just want to get the money and send it back to their country so they can live good over there. But yeah, that man was highly upset in that council meeting because some kind of way his wife got put in a position that she shouldn't be in. That's what I'm talking about. When they get in these positions where a powerful position where they can discriminate and stop anybody else that don't look like them from getting hired. And that's what's going on with a lot of these school districts too. You can't get the job, they probably throw the application in the trash because you ain't looking like them. I have witnessed videos. Mm-hmm. I have witnessed videos where um people that don't look like them try to get jobs in some of these McDonald's and hamburger stands, and the people, these immigrants, all in charge, they don't hire them. They just got the whole stores and hamburger stands. Everybody looked the same. No variety of different folks. They then the woman said she was gonna call ICE. I don't blame them. Call ICE because something ain't right. That's why a lot of these ICE officers, they get their paperwork and go to these restaurants, these markets, these job sites. They got the paperwork to go and uh, uh, um arrest these folks because a lot of them are in there with fake ID, fake paperwork, knowing they illegally in the country. I seen a video the other day. Can y'all believe? Let me see. It was just one of them diesel trucks that got the trailer on the back. Y'all, that trailer was packed with illegals. They hid them folks behind the wall. That stuff was hilariously funny, and it was shameful, and it was disturbing because when they pulled them people out the walls of that truck, them people was dehydrated and sweat was just all, it was horrible. I felt bad for them, and I bet they was glad they got caught because them people could have, you know, unalived inside of the walls of that diesel trailer. I mean, I couldn't believe it. Was like maybe 50, 100 of them coming out of the walls of the dang trailer. They boarded them up in the walls of the trailer. This is crazy. The desperation of them wanting to shoot. But you got to understand what they doing. They say, hey, our people are in America. They changing everything. They got to do the way we wanted to do it. And you got the government officials that ain't got no problem with it. Now you can see why they desperate and they'll do any means necessary to get over here so they can be in America and had like live like they people is in charge and running everything. Cause these government officials are buying by it, getting some under the table monies and stuff. You can't be doing nothing without getting something. These people can't be agreeing with all this crap without getting something out of it. Like that mayor in Chicago. I know he getting something because he be putting down Americans to protect these folks. I know that. Yep, but that was insane. See, it was like, dang, all them people in that wall of that trailer, they boarded them up in the wall. They come out sweating and just, they was miserable, and it's shameful and embarrassing. I was embarrassed for them. I said, dang, y'all a mess. Y'all culture is a mess. Y'all leave your own country to come up. Well, I guess. Well, I told y'all already, and while I've been on here, why they coming over here? Because America is allowing these government officials are allowing them to change America and they got breaking all the rules and the laws and stuff. They don't care. They on the street corner selling spoiling food. What else you want to call it? It's spoiling. They ain't got no refrigerator out there. They ain't got no fresh food out there. You getting food been sit out there in the sun all day. Who eating that? They eating that. What they tell you if you gonna be out in the street eating some food sitting out there spoiling? Okay? And the health department should be out there, writing them up. But no, because the government officials are abiding by these foreigners and letting them do what they want to do. Yep, that's why I don't like the Democrats anymore. Because the Democrats, they want all this to go on. I hear tell they talking about Kamala, talking about she gonna run for president. This is what they saying, but you can't believe everything you hear. I'm not voting for her. I don't want another Democrat in my sight. Because they had everything and they didn't do nothing. Trump got everybody and everything, and at least he doing something. He doing something. And I'm glad that ICE is doing their job. And like Tom said, throw another rock and assault another officer, they arresting you. They arresting them. And anyway, and if they open their mouth and start shooting, let ICE just do their job. Let ICE just do their job. But this is ridiculous. Like I said, on the street selling stuff you ain't got no business to be on the street, but the government officials allow it because they getting under the table money. Because if that was American citizens, we abide by the laws and rules. And if we doing something wrong, the officials gonna let us know. But these people out here, they allowing these people to get away with everything, and no wonder they all trying to break their neck trying to get over here and suffer. And what is it? What is I'm trying to say? They'll suffer and shame theirself, degrade theirself, and hide in walls, engines, trunks, any way that the people can hide their body to get them over here. They'll suffer pain, embarrassment, shame to get over here because they people, the government officials, crooked, breaking law officials, allowing their people to run this country the way they wanted to run. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Carla Cunningham was saying that this has to stop. And I can't wait till ICE come over here in droves. I mean truckloads to come and get these people. Come and get them and clean the streets up. I don't want to see 500 taco trucks. Now, if you want 2 or 3, and I mean a distance between them, fine. But every corner, I mean on one street, they line up. One street. This is ridiculous. Swap meets on a public street. Who getting paid for this? How you run a whole swap meet on a public street? Now you got cause I've been to flea markets and swap meets. They use the movie, the old drive-in properties have swap meets and stuff like that, or some property. How is these city officials allowing these immigrants to have a swap meet every single day on a public street? I mean, lined up. It's a street. It's Atlantic and I know it's Atlantic comfortable. It's just lined up on Atlantic. They line. I don't know if they out there today because of ice, but I mean every day, public swap meet on public street. I mean, every single day. 900 taco trucks, 900 of them. And their kind, they enjoying it because I guess that's how they do it in their country. I've never been to Mexico or any of these other places that a lot of these folks come from. Different culture. I have never been there, but you can see how they culture is, especially with the plumbing. They don't. Oh my God! Can you imagine going over their home and the toilet, the boo boo paper is all stacked up by the toilet? Can you? I shoot. I can because I witnessed it with my own eyes. That's how they do. They don't believe in the plumbing. And then you got them on the street selling all that old rotten food that's not the right proper temperature. It's rules and laws and regulations in America. And it's just ridiculous and it's insane. That's why these folks that got voted in, they was getting a cut. They had to be paid because they keep allowing all this to keep going on. You know ain't no yard sale supposed to go every day. Ain't no swamp meat supposed to be on public street every day. You ain't supposed to have all these illegal food trucks on the street every day. No, you don't. And you don't see nobody but those kind of people out there doing that. Flowers, fruits, all that old stuff. They'll sell anything on the corner. It's being allowed. That's why they'll break their neck and do the most horrendous thing to get over here. Like I told you, they boarded them people up in the wall of a trailer to get over here. That is insane. But y'all, I got to get out here. It's almost an hour. I got to go in here and prep my food and get ready. And I'll probably be back. But y'all, some of y'all know what's going on. So if let me see. You got to go because you probably let's see who else. Let me see. Oops. Yeah, you got to go. Yep, America, you better wake up. Better wake up. Because you see who is the problem and what the heck going on over here. They changing. Oh my goodness, these officials getting that under the table money. Because they allowing, I don't know where us at. I don't know. I don't know. Now, how I'm supposed to move somewhere if I got going to be discriminated against immediately? Immediately. I'm about to go somewhere. I'm about to go somewhere. But anyway, I got to get off here and go handle my business. If I didn't get any new subscribers, if I did, appreciate you for the courtesy support. A bunch of y'all got offended because I'm telling you, that's something I wanted to tell y'all. Since these illegal aliens and illegal criminals can't come out their house, they probably have created a channel and became content creators to earn money that way. Okay, so I'm probably sure a few of them have come across here because I see some comments on my thing. So hey, they're everywhere. But if you're gonna break laws, rules, and regulations, don't want to abide, don't be gonna come live an American way, then you got to go. You got to go. This America, and you should be American, not nothing else. That's it. That's all. That's everything. You don't want to change. You want to think you're going to come over here and try and make me want to eat tacos every day. You want me to eat that rotten food on the corner. You want me to do anything. I guess you don't want me to do nothing, but I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. That's not what I'm here for. You breaking the law. That's what I'm disagreeing with you about. You break laws. That's the problem. Everything, most stuff is factual. I said that's what I see. That's what's going on. It's a fact. You over here breaking laws and rules. You ain't abiding by no laws. You ain't abiding by no rules. You ain't abiding by no regulation. You doing it your way. And these government officials, they allowing it because they getting a cut. That's the only way. Because if they did abide by rules and regulations and law, you wouldn't be allowed to be out there selling rotten food or allowed to have illegal swamp meats and yard sales every day, all day long. And then look at me with contempt and turn your nose up. And I did not really understand. I said, why is this Mexican woman, man, looking at me? It was some people over here doing some repairs with some Mexican men. They looked at me with a fear of God. Now look at me like, what you like? Where you come from? See what I'm talking about? They thought it's just You ain't supposed to be here. It's just supposed to be us taking over here. You just not supposed to be here. That's what it's like living in Southern California now. I'm in an area where these folks, I'm not supposed to be here. That's why I want ice all up in around everywhere. I'm in fear. Okay, not really, but hey, that's what you would say if I'm being looked at like, hey, you not supposed to be here. You not supposed to be giving me that look. I'm an American citizen. Are you? I don't think so. Because why you gave me that look? Mm-hmm. Okay, bye.